Welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play. I'm here, and this is my co-host, my guest co-host, whatever.
Holy dude, what do we, okay, because then it's not going to pick it up again, you can't be sure, and then the 20 minutes go by, and it's the third time we've talked about it.
I'm recording, it's fine. Hey guys, oh.
You're, okay, hey guys, I can't do this naturally again, so,
I'm so pissed. So anyway, I'm recording,
You can't swear in the first 10 seconds of a YouTube video.
What
oh,
do you
wait,
mean?
no. That's only if it's monetized, never mind.
Yeah, only if it's monetized. You're acting like we're gonna make money off this.
No way. Okay, so, here's the thing. We already recorded this, and it came in at 48 minutes, but it's gonna be way shorter, because, Apple, geniuses at Apple, by the way, go f*** yourself, actually, didn't pick up anything that I said in those 48 minutes, so the original recording would have just been a guy talking to himself, and I'm willing to bet 10% that it's just going to be that this time, but like 20 minutes. So we have 4 bullet points. That's a lot to talk about. This is the third time we're going to be talking about the Nugget server room incident on this podcast. We still have to introduce ourselves and everything, so do you want to go first?
So, I'm Appy Puppy at twitter.com. I go by the name Tony. Sometimes it's Mutt, sometimes it's Will, sometimes it's Leo, sometimes it's Augie. Whatever you want to call me, it's fine. I'm also in pain, and I don't want to do this again, but I'm doing it for people, because Mappy the Bee is a good show, aka a great show. Not really.
I'm Austin, or Bridget, either one. I'm gorotycoon on Twitter, more known, actually I have 76 followers, I can't even say more known, but on TikTok I'm gorosadminabuse. Roblox players know what I'm talking about, but there's not much to say about me. I'm pretty, I think one thing a lot of people know about me, I'm a Goro Yume, so, and he really likes Mappy.
Yeah, I really, really like Mappy and Mappy the Bee.
Should record again. Okay, guys.
If it doesn't pick this up, I'm going to start rioting. Okay? Yeah. Okay.
Rioting. I'm going to the Apple store. So the audio
I don't
might
even have
sound
an Apple phone.
funny. Oh, you don't?
Right, I switched to Samsung recently.
Anyways, I'm cutting that out. So, we're doing this in parts, so if it's cut a little bit funny, that's why, but I'll try to make it sound as natural as possible when I'm editing to put the clips together, because apparently this dude's Motorola, or whatever he uses nowadays, his Motorola flip phone didn't pick up a 48-minute recording. Maybe it's too much. So this is the Nugget server room incident and our feelings on it. We have to do a little transition sound. So I don't have one in mind, so we're just gonna pick from the Discord soundboard. The first one is this one.
I'm SpongeBob.
Jesus Christ.
There we go. There we go. It had to happen.
Okay, please be recording your voice. Please be recording your voice. Okay.
I'm on its week. This is
gas
awkward. So, how do we go about this? It's like the treatment of his employees, yeah. So,
I mean, we can just, like, not do the bullet
points. We don't have to get into all that.
At this point, we did it, like, we had this conversation about Dig Dug in the Nugget room, and how it's so fucked up that he is in the Nugget room with all those nuggets. Like, we're doing this for a third time, talking about why Dig Dug is in the Nugget room with so many chicken nuggets, and why they have a cafeteria, and Goro's the embodiment of capitalism, and all this shit is so messed up.
This is gonna be a terrible podcast. Even worse than the last one that we recorded.
Yeah,
so
Jesus.
It's funny because Oh, I don't want to say this again, dude. 3 times. 3 times.
How about we change the topic? Let's talk about Goromappy. Let's talk about their gay relationship.
I don't want to talk about that, man.
Oh my god, what are we gonna talk
Fine.
about?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Let's just talk about Goro. Let's just talk about Goro. Let's talk about Goro as a character. How about that?
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
What do you mean, I guess?
We've talked times before, so we can do that.
I mean, you love talking about Goro.
Anyways, so we can talk about how they watered him down. No hate, but they watered him down a little bit there.
You mean like the writing or like the fandom?
Goro as a character.
Yeah, I think I talked about this with Kite before. I remember one time, but like Goro kind of like he kind of changed after episode 5, I think. Yeah.
It was that middle point where it was revealed that he was in cosplay, and he just kind of became like stupid, and like the actual comedy relief. Like, he's important to the story, but he kind of just became like the butt of the joke.
Yeah, and originally it was like, I mean, he was kind of like in jokes, but I would say like he was more intimidating the first 2 episodes than like, oh, he's just some guy. Oh, like I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of a weird change. It's like subtle, but like if you kind of watch it a good 100 times, you could pick up on it like a true Mappy fan would.
It's really subtle if you aren't chronically on YouTube.com.
Correct.
So what am I trying to think? He's like, I think he's supposed to be funny. He's not supposed to be entirely serious, but the series itself is nothing serious, but they like I got like 3rd recording podcast brain fog.
Right? Like this is like the 3rd time. But yeah, with Goro, I think like after those episodes, he kind of became like really pathetic. I don't mind the change, don't get me wrong, but like the first 2 episodes, he was like, "Oh, Mappy, I'm gonna tickle you to death," or some shit like that, and now he's like, "No, Mappy, don't tickle me," and it's kind of weird. I don't know how to describe it.
He's so pathetic, man. This guy went from like, man, I really can't think. Well, your first impression of him is that he's some evil mastermind because, like, he's like, he made this entire company for him. That's implied. And then, like, a few episodes later, he's like on his desk, like, shitting his pants because there's a ninja under his desk.
Right, they're like, the ninja episode's funny. They're treated like insects, so like it's the equivalent of him being scared like, by a bug, basically.
Yeah, in his realm, that's the equivalent of being scared of a bug.
Right, like he's really cool, I think. Oh.
No, I mean, no hate, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
I think maybe we see him like that because there was like 2 whole episodes of him shitting his pants over Ghost and then ninjas because he's like, Mappy, no, protect me.
This guy's scared of everything.
No, literally. Like, the thing is, both of those times are his fault, so I don't even know why he's shitting his pants.
Did he not crouch down to get away from them?
Which one? The ninjas?
Yeah, the ninjas. Like, he crouched down behind Mappy just to not be in their way or in their path.
Yeah, and then he also, like, went behind Mappy with the whole ghost thing when, that 10-year-old showed up.
Like,
got scared by
like, that's not your fault.
Right? Like, he's, like, I don't know, I think many people interpret it as him, like, kind of, like, like, that's just probably him in, like, actuality, and Mappy's just hyping him up to be this mastermind when he really actually wasn't.
I mean, yeah, and you can't complain because that's how they wrote his character for the game. It just says that. I've said this a million times. They literally just call him a coward, like, multiple times in the translated. I don't know what to call them, but when I think it's like advertising a little bit, but it in the descriptions of the characters, they all say that about him. So I'm not like, it's definitely a part of his character, but it's like such a change. But I do see it being interpreted like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, it might not be like a major character difference, but like he used to be like an actual like it seemed like he was an actual threat until like the later episodes, until he was just like, oh, this guy, nah, bro, that's my boss. He looks like a bum, but that's my boss. Like,
he's not. This is my boss. He did just piss his pants, like, genuinely, and he has to go change them out, because he saw a spider on the wall, but it's my boss.
that's my boss. That's, you know, that one fucking TikTok audio where it's like, that's my man, that's my husband. Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah, like an episode like the Time Crisis episode, I think that's kind of like what also did it, because like he was such an ass kisser in that episode. It seemed weird. Like I get it, but like to the Time Crisis people, like to the Time Crisis guys, like he seemed like an actual loser. Like he looked like an actual loser in the episode. Oh my god.
It's funny because there's actual bosses that exist like that, and I've had them before. It's so f***ing funny. Or like managers, like they're so, like, I swear to God, they're so hyped up. And I think it was like, no, because I had to work with my mom at one point. Forgot to mention, I'm a minor, so don't be mean to me. And she was hyping her boss up to be like this major asshole, and she's like super nitpicky. She just doesn't give a. It's like this is kind of off topic, but it's like, it's really funny. Like they're not competent enough to be your supervisor. They're always hyped up, but for no reason. I swear to God.
No, right? I also with my like job record of 12 jobs now. Guys, I'm so responsible. But,
So employed.
I'm so employed. But one of my bosses, like my coworkers, like they shit talked the fuck out of her and like hyped her up to be this evil ass villain that like was so mean to them and like would hit them and like beat them. I'm over exaggerating, by the way. That they did not say that, but like she was like apparently super mean. And like I met her and she was just doing her job, and I didn't really see how she was a bitch in the slightest. Really, it was really funny. So I guess
But it's not even just that he's. Yeah, like, it's not even just that he's saying he's a bad boss. He's making him this big evil villain, like, genuine villain.
Right, but
I don't think so, man.
I mean, if I got my ass whooped by a guy who laughs like a fucking chickmunk, I would also have to hype him up to be this big scary guy.
I forgot about that. Yeah, this dude, I can't. This is a little exaggerated, but you couldn't. I feel like if I, and this is like a major like, well, if I was there, I would do things this way. But like, I think if I worked there, I just couldn't see myself being offended by any particular thing that he has to say about me, because he can't say anything without laughing about it. And it's like when you tell your own joke, but it's so funny that you can't stop laughing about it, but it's everything that he says.
Like after every sentence, like I would have to hype him up to be this big scary guy. He laughs like after every sentence too, though. Like, oh my god, bro.
Somebody made a video of every time that he laughs, and also I've made these like posts about Mappy and taken recordings and sped up his laugh, and I've also slowed it down. If you speed it up enough, he does sound like a chipmunk. I'm not even lying.
That's insane. His laugh is so unique, though. Honestly, I don't think I've ever heard. Also, his voice. I don't think I've ever heard a character sound like that before. I mean, like, it's probably
I
like
can't
Don
make
Trump.
out his accent. Nobody can like make out his accent. And I've said this before. I don't know if everybody. It's not niche. People were talking about it like a few years ago, but like transatlantic. It's like not British or anything, but it sounds like fancy. Like he used that on a rich character, but it's not all the way either. Like he doesn't sound fully. It's the way they say certain things, and he's almost there, but he also sounds evil at the same time.
Yeah, like I don't. Does he have an accent? Like
It's hard to tell. He almost sounds like he has an accent, but maybe it's the way that he speaks. He kind of talks like in speech pattern. He kind of talks like a chainsaw. Am I tweaking here, or do you get what I'm saying? Like the way that he speaks, it's not his voice. It's just what is it? Not the tone either. It's the flow of his speech. It sounds like a chainsaw.
I might have to get back to you on that.
No, I promise.
I might have to get back to you on that one.
Please. Okay, we have to cut that out. That's major embarrassing because you don't agree with me.
What do you mean?
No, it's like really annoying. It's really annoying. It's the flow of his speech is really annoying to listen to. It's like maybe not like a chainsaw, but it's like something else. I don't know. I sound baked off my ass right now.
I'm crying. He sounds like he's like one of those guys that would talk over you, but like he wouldn't stop. Like it would just go on and on and on.
He listens to those Alpha podcasts that are like, don't let them speak over you. Just keep talking.
Maybe that's why none of the employees are female, because he just doesn't like. Maybe he's an alpha and he doesn't think women should be in the work environment or some shit.
I've never. There's no reference to any female employees, and the ones that you do see in the background, because there's these like two little animals in the corner, or maybe I'm like making it up, but they're like there, you know, in episode 2, and they're both male. There's no female employees.
Like it could, like realistically, it's probably because of the fact that the only 2 voice actors are both guys, and there's only 2 voice actors and they're both guys, you know what I mean? But like there's no girls in the show except one, and that's crazy to me.
She doesn't even sound like, no offense, but she either sounds like a man or like a heavy chain smoker. I have no doubt that that's Chris.
I think that was the joke, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know why they couldn't hire one. They had females on the team. Females? Who am I?
An alpha? This is the Alpha Mappy podcast.
Females.
These females.
These females working on Mappy.
We say as we're both half girls or something. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I promise. We're half women.
We're half women, guys. It's fine. Yeah, with like Valkyrie though, that's like the only girl that appears in the show. I feel like they could have gotten a girl on the team, but like there was only one girl working on Mappy, and that was with her husband at the time. So like, but they were both animators, so I guess not.
Yeah. There's a lot to say about Goro, I feel like.
Is there?
Maybe not. I don't know how long this recording is going to be in total. Do you have anything else Mappy related to talk about?
We're low-key so tired from the first recording because it all got lost, and it was a really good recording.
It was really good. Like,
Guys, we were cooking. I promise. We were cooking.
Yeah, we were cooking. I need to stress this, that we sounded a lot more... I can't even think straight. This is like, I'm gonna invent a new term, and it's just like total bullshit. It's like second time having to record a podcast because the original recording got lost with fatigue.
Yeah, I think I have to separate the recordings up into parts, because it's working now, but I think it was because it was way too long.
Which is stupid. I don't get that.
Guys, we're noobs, and I'm not gonna go on my computer because it freezes at the sight of fucking Clip Studio Paint.
We could also talk about, because we already have the ratings for Mappy characters being nonchalant. We could go over that again if you want.
Yeah, but we could
That's
also not do that again. Sorry.
We don't have to. We could cap it here, but it feels a little cut short. But it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, I guess we can talk about Dig Dug being a fuck-ass employee too, though, low-key, because I really, guys, I like Dig Dug, I promise, but, it's really fun to shit on all the characters. Now a word from today's sponsor. Have you ever wanted a good open-world action RPG? One where you can explore terrains, beautiful CG cutscenes, and items to collect, and no racial inaccuracy? Well, welcome to Goro Impact. Goro Impact has a crazy cast of characters to choose from. And don't worry, you won't have to doomscroll for hours after every new character update, scared of how they'll butcher another ethnic group. We're all cats.
We are not responsible for heart attacks, seizure, hemorrhoids, sudden dizziness, random leg pain, short-term memory loss, diarrhea that could lead to IBS, nosebleeds, and possible kidney failure.
Have fun playing this amazing game, and download it. Please download it, please. Because what do you mean? You just leave whenever you want to and put up a sign, cutting loose, and dip the fuck out of your workplace.
Cutting loose and then you leave. He sucks. I can't.
Also, can we bring up the fact that he doesn't even drive his own car? That's 10 level fucking bullshit. Lazy bullshit.
Oh yeah, and then he doesn't even walk around. He just spends. Goro has to spend all this money on repairs because he butts through the fucking door to cut loose and leave his job in the middle of nowhere. And Goro hasn't once threatened to fire him, might I add. And he drills around instead of walking anywhere, which is, like I said, accurate to the Dig Dug game. But this isn't a game anymore. Why are you drilling around?
That would be like if Matt did a beat. It's just they were on trampolines the whole time, like an animation meme video, bro.
It doesn't. I get it, but I also don't get it because Goro and Mappy aren't hopping around.
Yeah, no, because no wonder Goro doesn't like him, because yes, he does all this bullshit. He takes all the nuggets out of the commissary and eats all the fucking chicken nuggets from the cafeteria or whatever. Not the commissary. What the fuck is a commissary? Guys, Google
That's
it.
just a break room, I think.
Oh, okay, anyway. But basically, he does that, and then he just leaves whenever he wants to, and then he also, the pilot episode, no need to explain that either. I would be mad because the fact that Goro needs him to fulfill his plan, that's the only reason why Dig Dug isn't fired by now.
And he isn't even good at it because he just f***s off whenever he wants to. There's so much that's implied in the pilot, but it's also him not giving a fuck about his job.
I would be so pissed too if I was Goro. I would, no wonder, I don't know. I kind of think about the Indiana Jones episode sometimes because it seemed like Goro was trying to kill Dig Dug, I'm not gonna lie. Because he knew about this.
Wait, you're right.
And he shrugged off the guy dying in there. What if Dig Dug got in there first? Or Mappy? He didn't care.
He insisted. He set that up. He knew one day.
Yeah, he knew one day Dig Dug was gonna go down there. He wanted that man dead. I wouldn't blame him.
The traps aren't even good. There's one thing that could actually kill you.
Yeah, in the core episode 2, he threatened to kill Dig Dug, or at least, shut him up. But we know what that means.
I don't think that's what that hand gesture means, but I'm sure he was thinking it.
No, that's what the hand gesture means.
I thought that meant cut it out.
No, it's like when you put your hand flat against your neck, and then you do that motion, that means cut it out. doing it with one finger means I'm gonna fucking slit your throat.
That's actually really bad because I've done that before when saying no really urgently, and that's. I wonder how many times that message was interpreted not very good, but I'm not gonna think about that.
Oh,
It's fine.
Bro casually mentioned he's threatening to kill
You
people.
casually said I'm gonna slit your throat.
No, yeah, no, the fucking, when you have your hand flat out, that's when it means knock it off. He did a throat slit. That means he wants Dick.
Oh, the claw too. Oh my god, I don't think he wants that guy alive.
No, he does not want that guy alive. He's plotting Dig Dug's murder. I can't.
I think he's not, like, and it's so funny. That's so funny to think about. You learn something new every day, I guess.
Yeah, you learn Goro doesn't care about homicide. Everything's new.
You learn that Goro could easily kill each and every single employee in that building if he wanted to.
True. Now hit that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Hit that like button. Is this the ending?
I don't know. Let's do that Minecraft.